Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man right side is Toney. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Prescott now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Hey, watch the leg. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come on. Going to 53.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
These two teams all tied after one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second down, here's an option right, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Looking to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cowboys 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott off play action. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think
and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On play action, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play here for Dallas.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up second and 1 at the Giants' 20-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch his split. 46. Watch his split. Watch his split.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Play action now, Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switches. Hey, kill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley. As the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Cowboys 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2nd and 7.
Check, 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 check. Check 24, check 24. 47. 47. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. You don't want to.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. 1 to 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
And That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That's one touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And continues to be one with another one right there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Elliott, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. This is Lamb on the end around. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Eluding the pressure right. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley shifts by him, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made by Lee Hooker. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys 30-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 2. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. 20. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Second and 8. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. He's back to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Giants 35. Cowboys.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot now for Prescott. Able to find Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.